Test. English practice from the podcast evening edition of Times News Briefing, Monday, 22nd April 2024. The Prime Minister said regular flights removing small boat arrivals to Rwanda will start from July, is vowing to push his scheme through Parliament tonight. Rishi Sunak says commercial planes have already been organized and officials on standby to ensure flights can begin in 10 to 12 weeks. The bill is currently at the center of a standoff between the Commons and the Lords. Baroness Smith is the leader of the opposition in the Lords. There are so many other things government could do, and I know Rishi Sunak likes to pretend the Labour Party hasn't got a policy on this. And I think it's just him hoping if he says something often enough, people might try to believe it. But this is the third bill that we've seen in this session of Parliament on this issue, saying it will stop the boats, and I have no more faith in this one than I've had in any of the others we've seen from this government. The newsreader Hugh Edwards has resigned and left the BBC, the corporation says in a statement. After 40 years of service, Hugh has explained that his decision was made on the basis of medical advice from his doctors. Actress Faber is the media correspondent at the Times. Hugh was suspended nearly a year ago now, and that was back in July, over claims that he paid a young person £35,000 and received explicit pictures. These were stories that first emerged in the Sun newspaper, and as a result of that, the BBC. He was suspended, and the BBC launched a fact-finding mission into his behavior. The presenter's wife previously said he was receiving inpatient hospital care and suffering serious mental health issues. Rishi Sunak says he has confidence in Metropolitan Police Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley on the basis that he works to rebuild the confidence and trust of the Jewish community and the wider public. Mark has faced calls to resign after an anti-Semitism campaigner who was wearing a kippah at the time was threatened with arrest at a pro-Palestine demonstration. The government's independent advisor on anti-Semitism, Lord Mann, has told Times Radio this is not the time for him to step down. The biggest single worry the Jewish community has, and I would suggest is concerned for the whole of the country, of course, is about terrorism. He is proved to be the expert on that. The country needs him at his post, and the Jewish community, which of course is a potential target for terrorists, needs him at his post. So absolutely he should be staying on. The force has apologized twice over the incident. And Milan is to ban sales of screens after midnight as part of an effort to clamp down on rowdy nightlife in the northern Italian city. New rules devised by the city council will apply to the sale of takeaway drinks and food in 5 of the city's liveliest districts from next month. James Imam is reporting from Milan for the Times. The problem with him being open after midnight is that the streets are filled with people drinking, eating takeaway pizzas and kebabs, and also ice creams. And Milan is a bit of a work-obsessed city. So, this is kind of rubbing up some people the wrong way, who are sort of saying, well, we need to get some sleep for a good day of work tomorrow, and these ice cream eaters are preventing us from doing it. And you can hear more on all these stories throughout the day on Times Radio. And this is the end of this podcast. Practice